What are you drinking there?
Coffee,
Why?
because I'm just wake up after the morning training, and I usually do a little bit of something, then I go rest because it's hard training and we have to do more on afternoon. So better have a little snap
Okay.
between them.
So I know that you're here for one full year. Why?
Yeah, because it was a personal choice. Because in last year my life had something like we can call it a stop, and I wanted to just restart, and I made this choice, and I think that was the right choice because I'm not here only to do Muay Thai, but for all the stuff that Muay Thai can bring with it. There was a Latin author called Seneca that said imperare sibi, that means that the hardest form of control is control yourself, and I needed this type of control on my life, so I decided to come here, do Muay Thai that I love sports, and put all myself into it, and was my choice.
Ok, c'è una pausa, non importa, quando riprendi la domanda solo,
Sì.
perché la mia voce poi non ci sarà, almeno
Ok.
nella parte del... Comunque se io ti chiedo, ok, ho deciso di venire qua per un anno perché, così abbiamo
Ok.
tutte le informazioni lì. So why exactly you choose 1 year?
I choose 1 year because I thought that was the perfect amount of time to spend, because it's not easy to change a life in a short period. Maybe 1 year is not enough, but I think that if you put all yourself and your real desire to do it, 1 year it's a good amount of time. Less than it, it's impossible to change.
It's a choice that takes, as we say in Italy, a lot of balls.
Yeah.
Because you never come to Thailand before.
Never. It's the first time I came to Thailand, and I come to Thailand, and okay, I love this sport, so I said, okay, Thailand will be good, will be a good place to go. But I think that it's not only for the balls, like we say in Italy, but when a person want to do something really, and not starting doing do blah blah or something like that, you have to take that decision and start with the want. So you want to do it. It's not like, okay, I dream to do it. You have to, you must want to do it. So it's different. And when I take this choice, I put all myself to do it. So I started doing my research about the weather, about the money, about all the permission, all the stuff I had to present. And there was also the COVID period, so it was really hard to to come here, but I wanted to do it, so no problem. Also with COVID.
And so now you're here, it's been, let's say you're halfway, almost, not 6 months, but
Yeah.
almost 5 months.
5 months, yeah.
And so far, what do you think about your decision? Is a good choice to come for 1 year since it's something new, you know?
Yeah.
You know you want to do it, but when you come, you have no idea. You have idea what it's going to be, but you're not sure.
Yeah.
So now you confirm your own decision, or you have you think like ripensamenti?
To me, it was the right decision, and after these months, not full period, not half, we are near the half, but I think that it was the right decision, because even if in life, even if you think about something and the reality doesn't meet the expectations, you have to in Italy we said battere il ferro finché caldo, so you have to continue in your decision, even if the start is not so easy, because I came here, I was something like 80, 85 kilos, now I'm 64, and always training, and lots of injuries. Every time I had my leg hurting, my feet hurt, but no problem. You have to continue because if you are sure about what is your decision, what are your decision, nothing can stop you. So you have to go, never stop.
And obviously you made your research, so you knew you were coming into a place which was, we can say, a rural area, and real Thailand, but not really touristic place. So you're coming for 1 year, so for sure you think about training, but you also maybe think about doing other stuff. I mean, a little bit, you know, like. But what made you choose to come in this place, knowing that it's not a touristic island, or it's not a big city, or it's not a nightlife place, or whatever? Like, what made you think? What made you make this decision?
Even if this is not the most common tourist area, I think that is perfect for my choice because you have not only to strengthen your body but your mind. And okay, I love to stay in quiet place because in Italy I don't live in a big city. I love my solitude, and I think that I'm a person who thinks a lot. So I love spending some times in my day thinking about something or reading or staying quiet. But after a few months, this aspect started to push me inside of me, but there is no problem because even if I know that it's a little bit difficult to continue doing this life because you have not so much stuff to do during the day, I think that it's perfect because you can cultivate yourself and not only trying to fulfill your days with stupid things. For example, maybe if I would have come in another type of area, maybe more touristic, sure I could do something different. Maybe go, I don't know, nighttime, spending some hours in the bars, meeting people, something like that. But no problem. I think that it's better this life because it's really hard training also for the mind, not only for the body. So it's very good. To me, it's very good. Maybe someone else prefer to go in a tourist area, but I don't think it's the same. Also with training, also with this lifestyle, because if you want to train really in Muay Thai, you have to put all yourself in it. And with this type of life, I think that no one can go out in the evening or spending so much time partying or doing stuff like that. So this one is good. I can train.
So another question I ask almost everyone: why did you choose a camp that's obviously a Muay Thai camp, traditional style training, even if not everything, but most importantly, it's managed by foreigners, not 100% Thai staff, Thai owners, Thai everything. Even if we are in Thailand and this is Muay Thai, it's the sport of Thailand, why would you choose to come in a place that has also people from the same country as you? But I don't think that matters because you can speak English, so you could go anywhere. Why that choice?
My story is a little bit different because I knew Tommy that is here, and we went to the same gym in Italy. He went for lots of time. I was only a newbie inside that, but this was the first reason why I chose this camp, because I said, okay, I have never been in Thailand, I don't know nothing about Thailand, I have to ask someone that lives there or had spent lots of time there. So I started asking Tommy and asking him if this camp was good and how was the training, and if was really hard, because I wanted something hard to push me over the limit. And he said, yeah, obviously you have to come here because it's very hard training, and it's not so, it's not like the other camps, because there are lots of camps that are made for tourists, so lots of entertainment during the training, but nothing made serious. And when I start receiving these informations, okay, I started made my decision. Then I saw some map. I saw that this area was not so far from Bangkok, and there was not the tourist area, so full of people, full of noise. I wanted only to stay quiet because, like I said, I had a difficult year last year for my life, so I only wanted to rest myself and trying to do something for me to build myself. So I thought that this was the right place to go. And obviously, it's an Italian camp. I'm Italian, so for every type of problem, I can always ask you to try to solve them, and we can communicate better. I think that it's not possible in another camp yeah, unless you find someone that is English, but also with them I think that there is not the same level of communication, of helping, because I'm Italian, they are English, and it's like I don't know how to say it, but I think that we can help each other better than maybe one other can do with me.
Sure. And you're staying obviously in the boxer room, in the shared boxer room, which is the place where the fighters, sometimes the trainers, stay all together, many beds together, shared toilet, shared everything, shared space. I don't know if you had experienced that in life before, but it's something very challenging. And what do you think about that? Like, you would come for 1 year and you're gonna share a toilet for someone with for 1 year. What's the reaction to that?
Yeah, I chose to stay in the boxer room because I have never, I had never have experience about that. Never went to military camp or something like that, and I thought that it was another aspect of I can train for my life, because I have never had to share something with other people. So I decided to do this also, because I think that it's very important, and you can learn lots of stuff, not only for the training, but in your personal life, all the aspect for respect other people, trying to live the common place. You have to leave them clean and respect other people, respect the time. Maybe there are some evenings that I'm not so tired, but I have to respect other people that are tired, and the other people have to do with me when I'm tired before them. So I think that it's really one aspect of life that everyone has to improve.
Okay, and the most important thing, the training. You're a beginner, or you were a beginner when you came here. You did some years before. You did training, but you had a lot of stuff that you needed to work on. Obviously, you're not a fighter. You never fought before. How were you treated as a non-fighter, and were you looked after well, or were you just like, oh, okay, this guy is not a fighter? Like,
okay, I'm really a beginner, because in my life I made something like 3 years of Muay Thai, but were not 3 years doing well. Was something like, okay, a little bit of months here, a little bit of months there. But I think that I can say that I started Muay Thai when I came here. I'm not a fighter, but when I see other people like you or like Tommy that are really strong, that really push me to try to go over my limit, because I love to train. I love when there is a sort of competition, and I want to improve myself, and this is really important for me. Obviously, the training is calculated over everyone capacity, and I was not so good. In fact, when I started, for example, to do POW, I only did something like 1 round, and it was really sabay-sabay, like they said in Thailand. So it was not so fast, so strong. But nowadays, months after months, I have a little improve, so I can do a little bit more. And every time I want to do more, but the trainer look at me and said that, and understand that it's better to do another day because I have not to push so far every day. They said to me, so they are really accurate over it, and training is really important for them. So they understand you and understand your capacity, and say, okay, you can do this today, and all this stuff we can do tomorrow, but no problem, because if your level now is here, I want to bring you from here to here, and we can go. We have this amount of time, and we will arrive there, but in the right with the right choice. So I'm happy about that.
Okay, last question. Tell me one thing or more that you would improve, something that you didn't like a critic about the camp. Anything, could be anything, food, room, training, the area, everything.
Okay.
Something bad.
Something bad, I think Toy, that is the woman that cooks for us, because okay, she cooks really well, but maybe I'm too critic, but I love to eat vegetable, eating good, and I think that it's really important to eat always good when you do this kind of sports. And sometimes she cook something like, okay, it's good to eat because maybe it's like in Italy, you can eat pizza every day, is really good, tasty. But it's tasty, but it's not good for health. So sometimes maybe it's better to think more about the sport and less about the taste. But it's good. The food is really good. It's not a critic to say, okay, no, but I think that maybe it's better like that. So, but I think too much about the aspect of this life, this sport, because I'm like that. But it's not for. I don't know. Maybe I'm a little bit too critic.
No, I ask for critics.
Okay,
so
okay, okay. Like that.
You wanna add anything?
No, I only want to say that if you want to make the right choice, you have to come here to see Thailand, how is really, and to push and put all yourself into this. So you have not to be scared about that, and if you want something really, you have to catch it. So start going, and from now, if you want to do something, do it.